So it's a wonderful last day of April 2023. So it's been raining pretty much all day. It was drizzly this morning, but it's been raining pretty good for the last several hours. One of the things that a lot of people don't consider when they look at having their own business, whether it's a dog kennel like I run here, or if it's like the farm that I run here. And for those of you who don't know, I also have a full-time job. So there's a whole bunch of stuff going on here every single day. A few days ago I started taking the pig pasture area apart. I pulled down, the other day I scraped out all of the winter hay and mulch and spilled feed from where the pigs were. Still, I gotta go, probably this next weekend, I get to go pick up my two bred sows who are at my niece's house right now. So I pulled down all of this fencing, which was about 1.3 acres roughly that was fenced in. So this was the area where the pigs spent the winter. We are supposedly getting 2 to 3 inches of rain. As you can see, this area is already soaked and flooded. But today, during the rain, because it was the day and the time that I had, I reset almost an acre back into pig pasture because I want to get them off from this area. One, it's way too wet, and two, I don't want them to damage it more than they've already damaged it. I want them to come in and work this area now. So this is with the amount of rain we're getting right now, this is still pretty wet in here, but the fencing goes up towards the road, which is up there, and they will have that dry area up there. So I did reuse part of the fencing that I put up last year. I didn't tear this area down, so you can see in here where they came in and rooted and dug right up to where the hot wire ran, and that's why that area is not disturbed, and all of that is. So I connected back onto that area for where they were last fall, last winter, and then reset this whole area today. Had some help lined up to come give me a hand, but they never showed, so I just did it by myself. I also had to move a big pile of cedar logs today in order to put the fencing up here. Earlier, back before the snow went, I cut the rest of the cedar logs that I could get to. Those that are still there were frozen into the ground at the time. But the ones that I could get free, I cut up, and I moved a bunch of them down there because I thought that would be out of the way. I'd be using them before now, but here we are. And so I had to move them over here, which is okay because all of the other cedar logs that I cut, bucked up to length earlier this spring, are also over here. That's another project that's coming up. I did set this area up with intent. I want them to go in and work this old stone wall that's here. I want to clean that out. There's an area that's in there, some forestry mulching in there last year. Cleaned out some trees. There's a bunch of stuff in there for them to take care of. I put up the entry gate for them here, which is right near the driveway, so we can back the trailer right in here, and offload 2 bred sows, and they will be coming back here shortly, hopefully next weekend, and they are due to farrow out around June 12th. So we should have a bunch of piglets running around for June and July. So here's kind of an overview. The entry gate is over there, and then they've got this whole area in here, which is probably it's got to be close to 3/4 of an acre that they've got here. And for right now, it's going to be just the 2 sows, and I'm actually maybe bringing the boar back with me as well if we can't find a home for him. So if you're around Maine and you're looking for a really nice Berkshire boar, he's just a year old, he's a nice guy, get in touch with me and we can make a deal. But anyway, so I'm gonna temporarily put him in here with them, so there will be 3 of them in here. I do still need to get my electric hot wire up. I'll work on doing that this week after work. And then I do have another 20 or so cattle panels, and I will probably set up a separate area for the boar temporarily beyond where they're gonna go. So he'll be kind of up in that area there by himself. Close enough to the girls that he's got some company, but far enough away that he can't get to them and the piglets when they're born. So that's what's going on here. It's raining. It's raining hard. I'm getting wet. I'm gonna go put a couple dogs inside because there's a couple dogs still outside. And we will see you next time.